And I'm recording. Awesome. All right. Welcome, everyone, to episode 4 of The Midnight Channel. I'm joined today by Brandon and Ivan. And today we got some fun topics lined up. It probably won't be a full 2 hours. It might, but I don't think so. We don't have too many topics going in, but we do have a lot of good ones. And yeah, so but before we get into the topics, I do want to talk about what we've all been up to. So, Ivan, what have you been playing lately?
Can you guys take a guess?
Is it Phasma and Genshin?
Now, there's only one extra game in there, and that's Cold War, but that's still not as often as I've been playing Phasmo and Genshin.
I
Nice.
don't know if I locked my door.
That's all I have been playing since 2 weeks ago.
Since the last time?
Since the first one too.
Oh man, yeah, because you since the first one you've been playing Phasmo and Genshin.
Yes, I have.
Hey, but hey, you're having fun, and that's good. There was a new Genshin update though, wasn't there?
They're not updates; they're like pseudo updates and events.
Okay, so has the new event been good?
Yes, I've enjoyed the full event because the last part released. I think it was yesterday.
Okay,
Yeah, they released the final part of the event yesterday, and that's been pretty good.
sweet,
And yeah, I'm already done with it. I'm just relaxing now.
nice, sweet. Brandon, what have you been playing?
Still Xenoblade. Still going for Xenoblade.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was gonna finish the main story like 3 streams ago, and for 3 streams in a row, I haven't. The last series take me a while. But I played Bugsnax recently. I platinum Bugsnax. That was super fun. Love Bugsnax. Astro's Playroom is also super fun. And platinum that also, but that's really all I've been up to
Awesome.
at the moment.
Well, since the last time we talked on the podcast, I finished Spider-Man Remastered and Super Luigi Galaxy. So I've been playing Miles Morales, and I've been having a ton of fun with that. It's been really good. But I'm a big Spider-Man guy. I don't know how far into the game I'm in, but there's a lot of side quests, and they're a lot more streamlined this time around. In terms of they don't appear in they're in the overworld, but there's like a cell phone app that you go through to access them. It's all really good. I've also been playing, or I beat Xenoblade like completely. I beat the post game, and that was really good. I've been playing Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal has been really fun, and I'm starting Age of Calamity in a few days. So that's gonna be exciting. That is exciting, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun because I really like the demo. But yeah, so that's all I've been doing. All right, so with that, let's go ahead and get to the news topics. And the first topic is not really a news topic, but I do want to wish everyone a happy new year. And I just want to talk about, I want to know what you guys did on New Year's Eve. What did you guys do yesterday?
I played Xenoblade.
Stay in our house and stay in our house and do nothing until it hit like 10 minutes before New Year's.
Yeah.
My parents are asleep at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I played Xenoblade and then played Call of Duty.
Oh, okay.
I played Phasmo Genshin, and then I helped with my family make these like chocolate balls that like you put in like hot milk and it turns into hot cocoa.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just kind of like there's like marshmallows and powder and other stuff inside. So it just
Yeah.
kind of like the ball melts and then everything just kind of pours in.
Yeah, I
It's like
tried one of those.
I don't know what the actual name is. It's like a hot cocoa bomb.
Yeah, I tried one of those yesterday as well. My Nina bought some and put one in there for me, so that was fun.
We tried making ours. It was messed up.
Oh. I went to Ricky's house. That was fun. We watched a bit of The Promised Neverland because he hadn't seen it before. So we watched the first 2 episodes. He really liked it. We played a little bit of Smash. What else? I think after that, once I hit 10, I came back home because my parents wanted to come back. So we came back and we just played Cold War the rest of the night until it hit like past midnight. That's all I did. Um, you said you're playing Genshin yesterday. Did you finish the last part of the event yesterday?
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay, because I heard that they introduced like a new boss or something.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Oh,
I
okay.
already finished all that like 20 times with
Awesome.
friends.
With
Those
friends.
type of things.
It was incredibly hard compared to the first two.
Okay.
But it was fun. I
Nice.
enjoyed it. I enjoyed the mechanics. One of my friends like it is respectful that like it's a hard fight, but doesn't like the gimmicks for it. He doesn't like a
Mm,
lot of gimmicks,
okay.
and that's just because he always does.
All right. Always dies. All right. Well, so that's what we did for New Year's. So let's go ahead and answer one question. And this question comes in from, is it Zane? Yeah, Zane. So Zane asked this question, and he wants to know that if we were Sakurai, what new feature or updates will we put into Smash? It could be like a new mode or just anything in general. And if I had the creative freedom to do it, I would make a new subspace emissary.
Sora. That is all.
Okay.
No, I'd rather have a completely new story mode for South Emissary.
I really like
I
subspace emissary.
I never finished World of Light. I know I should finish it, and I know I should have finished it because I want to change my menu music, but I don't want to go through World of Light. It's not that interesting to me.
Yeah,
I understand
it's
the whole concept of spirits. I think it's pretty cool, but
mhm,
I just the first cutscene of it made me really hyped for how World of Light was going to be, but then afterwards it was just gameplay, and I was hoping for
underwhelming.
story because I miss Brawl.
Yeah,
I miss Brawl. Emissary. And to be very perfectly honest, I still play Brawl to play Subspace Emissary.
yeah. I go back once in
Like
a while
I
to
enjoy
replay
the
it.
story. I still enjoy the story
Yeah,
a lot,
I think it's a lot
even
of
though it's
fun.
very.
I don't know why a lot of people think it's like really bad. I really enjoy it, and I thought it was really good, and I wish they would make another one, but I also realize that it is a ton of work to make another one. Um, but that's what I would. So, Brandon, you would add Sora?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's Sora. Or you don't only have to pick one thing to add, but I'd add Sora. Yeah.
Okay.
Sort of us, you know.
Okay. Then I guess
And I guess feature, I would get rid of buffer. I hate the buffer system. I hate whenever I'm trying to like do something and I press like the dodge button, but it's like okay, I don't want to dodge anymore because I'm done. But it buffered it, and I dodge anyways, and then I just kind of lose my stock.
okay.
It
I'd add wave dashing
it's
also.
very frustrating.
Of course you would, Brandon.
Yeah, I'd add wave dashing. Not L cancel. L canceling's fucked up. I don't think you should be able to just press a button and cut off half your landing lag, even though it's 14 frames, which is very tight. Wave dashing, and I think with how good recoveries are in the game and how a lot of them go above the state above the ledge, I would change ledge trumping to be like melee.
Okay.
Not exactly like melee, because melee actually did not have any ledge trumping at all. But I would have ledge trumping, but I would have if you have invincibility frames on, you cannot be trumped off ledge, and it makes edge guarding a lot more important and a lot more doable. Which I think is one of the things that the latest Smash games past melee don't have, is a lot of edge guarding. Um, but no, I'd make it like melee, where if you do any animation to get up off ledge, no one can grab ledge while you're doing it, and they would just fall straight down. I think it would make
Yes.
I think it would make edge guarding actually a mechanic.
Yes.
All right. Awesome. Well, all right, that was that question, and I guess we'll do another one because this one is actually pretty short. So Adrian asks, when do we think we will see a Series X or PS5 revision that like they did with the PS4 Pro and Series X, and the Xbox One X? So when do you think we'll see a next gen revision? And my answer to
2 years.
that is I don't think we will. And like it, okay, I think we will, but I do not think we'll get like a PS5 Pro. I think we'll get a PS5 Slim, but I think the consoles are future proof. Like there's not much else you can do with the Series X without making it much like a lot more expensive. Like I don't think they're gonna introduce a Series XX. uh, I maybe we can get a PS5 Pro, maybe, but I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna get another revision like that. I think the reason why Xbox launched two models is because they don't want to do that. And that's why there's a weaker one to start off with, and if you want to upgrade or if you want to start with the strongest model, you can get the strongest model.
2 years. I give it 2 years.
I would give it 3 years.
Resell the console.
Maybe 2 years for this. I would say 2 years for the slim versions, and if the PS5 Pro were to come out, it'd be 3 years.
Okay,
Because it took a while for this. Because it took a while for the PS4 Slim version to come out, and then like I think a year later, it's the Pro that came out.
Yeah, I'll agree with Slim being 2 years, and for Pro, I mean, if there is a Pro, I do not expect a Pro for, I'll say 4 years. If we get a Pro, I'll say 4 years. But yeah, I'll say Slim too. And Brandon, you just say three in general for any revision or for a specific one?
Just any. I think 2 years we'll see another console. Upgrade, slim, anything like that. Just give it 2 years and resell the console to people. Again, I mean, it's an easy way to make money. People are going to buy the console again.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Then with that, we'll go on to the next topic. And just like New Year's, something else passed between podcasts, and that was Christmas. So Christmas did pass by since the last one, and I assume we all gifted things or received gifts. So I did want to talk about that. How was everyone's Christmas?
Good. It was good.
It was all right. Definitely a lot different from past Christmases.
Yeah.
Felt all right about it.
Yeah. It's
No,
it's hard
it was-
it's hard to do much with everything going on, but I still hope everyone had a good Christmas.
I gave. I like all the gifts I gave people, even though Ginkgo's took a little bit because GameStop was being a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that was
I-
really weird.
I ordered a digital code from GameStop, and they said they were out of stock. I ordered it on the 1st, and then I canceled it on the 23rd. Yeah, 23rd I canceled it. They still didn't have it in 22 days. They never went back in stock of a digital code.
That's
Which-
so dumb.
You learned something the other day. I didn't know you could go out of stock of digital codes, but now I do know. And fair enough. You're out of stock, you're out of stock. Can't do anything.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, super
Um,
easy to cancel though. Very quick. And then just bought a completely different game on Amazon. Plus
Okay.
$10 more.
All right. What did you guys get for Christmas? Anything cool gaming wise?
No.
All I got was a gift from you, which was 13 Sentinels. I wanted to play it recently. It's like on my side. But I was like, oh no, I need to start Final Fantasy VII. So I was going to start Final Fantasy VII like 3 days ago. So I realized I left a copy back at wherever I live. So I can't start it until I go back.
Man.
Which is why I haven't been starting it. I would have started it a while ago because I was actually feeling in the mood for Final Fantasy VII, but
Dang.
didn't happen.
I gave Diana.
And then I got Cold War. Yeah, I got Cold War, some new clothing, and that was pretty much it. That was all my gifts. Oh,
Okay.
and three months PlayStation Plus,
Oh, cool.
which is nice.
That's
Yeah.
good.
I got a PS5.
Yeah.
That's I got a bunch of cool things. It's a mess in the back. The There's a weighted blanket. That weighted blanket's great. It's
Oh,
very
I actually
loud.
gave someone a weighted blanket for Christmas. They're very nice.
Yeah, it weighs like 10 something pounds. They're very loud, but they are actually really comforting, and I would absolutely recommend them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I got one for a relative, and they really loved the weighted blanket.
Nice.
yeah.
Recommend getting one if you want to sleep comfortably.
Not if you're sick. I'm not okay. I'm scrawny. I'm not strong by any means, but I could totally tell that, like, if that was over me and I was sick and I woke up just out of energy and like no strength in my body from being like throwing up or something, I would have a problem getting that off of me. That blanket. My mom is claustrophobic, and that blanket scares my mom.
Oh no.
Just know that weighted blankets kind of put pressure on you. For some people, it's very comforting. For some people, it's not.
Mhm. I enjoy that. I think it's comforting. Yeah. What'd you get, Tachi?
I got a few games. I got Assassin's Creed, Valhalla from you. I got uh, excuse me, Immortals, Phoenix Rising from Ginka. I got DMC 5 Special Edition from Ricky. I got 13 Sentinels, also from Ricky. Um, let's see, I got let's see, was there a fifth one? Yes, I got Doom Eternal from Diana. Ivan got me a really nice Demon Slayer poster. It's actually back there, kind of hiding right here. It's not like really too
Oh yeah,
visible,
it's really
but yeah, it's right there. It's really nice. I got a music box that you like dial up, and it starts playing. It's the Promised Neverland themed. Uh, let's see. I got a pop figure from my favorite character in Hunter x Hunter or Hunter x Hunter. Um, I think that's it. Oh, I got this from a friend. It is. Oh god, it's huge. Hold on. I got this thing. It's a Bulbasaur.
Oh wow.
It's huge. I had no idea
Cool.
who it was from because there was no note in it. So I was like stuck with this. I was like, who got me a giant Bulbasaur? Because this thing is huge. And so I was confused. And then they messaged me saying it was them and that they thought they left a note. But apparently Amazon messed up. So, oh well.
Yeah.
But that's
Any
what.
mouse pads?
Oh yeah, I got a mouse pad. I don't know
Oh,
if I can show it. I
No.
don't know if I can
not
show
on
it.
Twitch, but I think YouTube's okay. Not on Twitch, but I think it's okay on YouTube.
It's a Peck mouse pad.
Yeah.
It's a it was a joke gift.
You get a lovely sibling.
My sibling got me a Joseph Joestar Peck
It's
mouse pad.
Joseph Joestar Tequila Joseph
Yeah,
mousepad.
yeah. So that was something. And I guess they also got me a Mista shirt. So yeah, I don't know if you got to see it, Ivan. Let me show you because I thought
I did get to see it.
you did get to see it.
I think you sent a photo.
Okay, yeah. Actually, I think I did send a photo. Okay, but yeah. So that's what I got. And I gave Ivan 30 Sentinels. I gave Brandon Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I didn't know that he was gonna get a PS5. If I had known, I would have gotten him Miles Morales if I did. But Xenoblade 2 is one of my favorite games, so I hope you enjoy it, Brandon.
My parents actually, they were scared that when I opened your gift, they had fear in the eyes. I found out later on they were scared because they didn't know if you got me a PS5 game
Uh-huh.
before me opening the PS5.
Oh,
So they were
I would
really
have.
scared.
No, I would have. I would have told you to wait until after. Like, I would have told you to wait. Like, I would have made it. I would have been like, oh yeah, I can't VC today or tomorrow, so let's just open our gifts on the 26th. That's what I would have done.
Xenoblade 2 is great. My dad said you could probably just take an alcohol wipe and get the sticker and stuff off. It's fine. I can just find a $5 Switch game without stuff on it and swap out the case. I love Xenoblade 1. We'll get into how much I love Xenoblade 1 later. But
You
yeah,
can also
no.
get a replacement case on Amazon. I don't think they're expensive.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. We had a pretty good Christmas. I hope everyone watching this also had a good Christmas and got lots of cool stuff. So with that, let's go ahead and go to the actual first news topic, which is a very weird one, and it is the KFConsole. And this is a console being released or advertised at least by KFC. And it's so weird. It's in the shape of a bucket. It's in the shape of a bucket, and
It looks like an air fryer. That's
yeah,
it looks like an air fryer, and frankly, I think it is just an air fryer.
and it's black and red, I think. And you can warm your chicken. It has a compartment for warming your chicken. It doesn't cook your chicken, but it warms it.
It looks like it poorly plays Hulu.
So apparently the tech in it is like super expensive. I don't know the specifics of it, but I heard from others that it's like really expensive. So if they do sell it, I imagine it's going to be like in the 3,000 mark. But I do not think they're going to sell it. I think they're going to do like they're going to make like 100 of them or like 50 of them, and they're going to give like 10 of them away to people they sponsor, because I think KFC has an esports like team or the sponsor or the sponsor esports team. So I think they're gonna give it to them, and then they're gonna give the rest in like a KFC contest, KF contest.
It reminds me of did y'all see when the Mac Pros came out a few years back and they look like trash cans?
No.
No.
Yeah, didn't see that. Yeah, let me send you
Are you talking about the stand?
No, I think it was a whole ass computer.
Because I remember
No,
seeing I think it was
I've never seen
a
that.
stand.
Yeah.
I think it was a stand, like the
I've seen a
$1,000 stand.
I've seen the stand, but
And
I've
I
never
think it's
seen that.
yeah, I think it's
No,
a
this
$1,000
is the
stand.
no, this is the 2013 Apple Mac Pro. It is a computer.
I cannot look at it.
Yeah, and Itachi can't. Oh wow, I can't even send you it on your phone.
Actually, wait. I might actually. I can open it on my phone. My camera's still on,
Yeah.
so I can check.
No, it's a whole computer, and it looks like a
Oh,
trash
that is
can. That's
so
what the KF
weird.
console reminds me of.
That is so
Yeah.
weird. Okay. All right.
It-
Oh,
That's what
alrighty.
the console reminds me of. It's fucking wild. Look at this. It looks like either a trash can, an air fryer, or like a shitty version of like I don't know Roku or some shit.
Oh, okay. And I mean, there's not really too much to say about the KF console except that it's like absolutely ridiculous, but it's a really good marketing strategy. It's really good marketing.
I honestly thought people were joking about it when I first heard about it, but it's an actual thing, and I don't even know if it's actually a legit thing. Because
Yeah,
going on their website makes it looks like it's legit, but I don't know.
yeah, that's
I
the thing. We don't know.
when I first saw it, when I first heard about it and I first saw it, I thought it was something like an Ouya, and that was just the name, the KF console. I thought that was just the brand KF or something.
Kentucky Fried
I didn't
Console.
know until, yeah, I didn't know until right before the podcast. This is genuinely KFC.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is actually KFC,
Oh
and
man.
that it's a serious thing. It's not like an Ouya. I thought it was just another fucking Ouya.
Oh man, that's great. That is
Wow, is that
glorious.
actually?
It's
I don't
too-
know if this is. I don't know if this is an actual picture or something.
I'm
Of
pretty
what?
sure it is.
Uh,
Yes, that is the actual picture.
yes, that is an actual picture. I
Is
told you,
that- is that
there's
like-
there's a compartment
Like,
for you
it
to
has
warm
a-
up
it
your
has a
chicken.
warming system. It can't cook it, but it'll warm it.
Yeah, because it uses
that
the
a
heat
secondary
of
one?
the
'Cause that
it
looks
uses
small.
it uses the heat of the console to heat up that area so you can actually use it.
Yeah, just throw chicken on top of your PS4. That'll get the job done.
I don't know about that. one.
Honestly, yeah.
I don't know if I'll use it.
That shit runs.
PS4s are pretty bad in terms of cooling system.
Well, yes, but you're gonna screw up your console if you do that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is.
You have good chicken.
I'm pretty sure this console is designed for you to do this.
Yeah, but
But-
you have good chicken anyways. Who's
Well,
stopping you?
Yeah.
That comment looks way smaller than I thought. Those are chicken tenders.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
is not any. Like
Yeah.
that looks way smaller.
So
Yeah.
now we'll see how that console turns out. Will I buy it? Nope. Am I gonna enter a contest if it's available in a contest? Probably. just so I can try and see
Will
if
I
I
buy
get.
it? No. If I win it, will I brag about it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If I win it, it is going up there, and it is never coming down. Is staying up there. I'll put it on eBay for $10,000, and it'll be great.
I can't believe it.
I'll sell it for $1
2020 was
million
wild.
in like 20 years. Once.
5 minutes.
Oh no.
All those damn TikTokers have too much money. One of them probably will buy it.
Oh man.
All of them are going to jail. DMCA jail time.
DMCA time.
What TikTok?
No, I don't think that.
Did that law pass?
Yeah, it did. I'm pretty sure it did, but I don't, because there's laws in place for that now. Like, but I don't. They never pursue it. I don't think they're gonna care. I don't
How
think
the
the
fuck would you
government
police
cares
it?
enough. I don't think the government is actually gonna care enough to put you to jail because you're playing a game and someone put a random song. Someone plays Lady Gaga on the mic, or God forbid, I'm doing an IRL stream and Starbucks plays Billie Eilish. I
I ain't about to go to jail for Jacob Sartorius.
don't. Yeah, I don't. I don't know why. I don't think it's. I don't know why it passed. Well, I know why it passed. It was part of the STEM. It was part of the STEM bill. But I don't think it's gonna. I don't think they're gonna do anything with it. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think they're gonna arrest many people. I don't think, if
No, I don't
any,
think it's
if
gonna
any.
affect anyone.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe
Well,
like the people re-uploading it with
yeah,
songs and
maybe,
stuff.
maybe people like directly like monetizing off of like just re-uploads, but I don't think so. But yeah, that got off topic, but it's okay. So since that was the first actual news topic, let's go ahead and answer 2 more questions before getting on to one of the meatier topics. And this
Mhm.
question is also from Zane, and he's asking a very cool question. I really like this question. If we were to make a video game movie, what video game would we base it off of? I would say Legend of Zelda, because you don't have to look at, or Metroid. You don't have to look at the source material for Zelda though. Like Zelda, each Zelda is a different story. You can make your own original story, and people don't really have to criticize it. Although if it's a stupid story, people can criticize it. But each Link is a different Link. Hyrule is a different Hyrule. Each Zelda is Zelda. Ganondorf. And the villain doesn't even need to be Ganondorf. Although I imagine that it would be Ganondorf if it's the first Zelda movie. I would do a Zelda one, although I would like to make an animated Zelda movie. I wouldn't want it to be live action. I would want it to be animated, like 2D animation.
Mhm.
And if it were to be Metroid, I would want Metroid to be live action. I think live action Metroid could work really well.
7.5.
That'd be a tough movie to make, Brandon.
It's a lot. It's a lot. There's a
That'd
lot
be
to
a
cover.
That's
A lot of
a
ground to cover.
That'd be a tough
that's
movie to
way
make.
too much ground
There's
to
a
cover.
lot of
That'd have
ground
to
to
be
cover.
that'd have to be multiple movies because
Yeah.
that's how Persona 3 did it. They did it
Yeah.
in 4 movies.
Does it have to be about like could it be like the behind the scenes of a game?
I
Does
mean,
it have to be
if
a
you're gonna
game?
make, I mean, then it wouldn't be a Person to Five movie. It would be a movie based on
I,
just the
I,
Phantom Thieves.
I was just thinking because I've always been curious of how I've always been curious about what was going on at Sega of Japan and Sega America.
Oh, like a
from the
documentary?
years. Yeah. Does it have to be just about a game, or does it have to
Oh,
be?
I mean, I
I
don't
don't
think there are any
I don't
rules.
think so. As long as it's just around a video game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I would love to see what was going on
okay, that's what you
at
meant.
Sega Japan and Sega of America between the years 1997 2007, because that shit was a wild time for
Okay,
Sonic. I would love to see like the panic that was probably that entire company.
I would have said
Mhm.
Sonic, but Sonic already got a movie, and it was actually pretty good.
Let's get a Generations movie or something. Second Sonic movie is
Um,
probably gonna be good.
video game movie.
Mhm.
I would like a Mother series movie, either Earthbound or Mother 3. I'd either want either one of those two because they can be completely separate from each other. It could live action would be a bit weird. I'd probably more prefer it in like a cartoon setting, not like 3D models, but like in like like a cartoon type of art style. Um,
So like
just
2D or
because I feel like
3D?
2D,
Okay, because I was thinking like claymation.
because claymation would be weird, and I
It,
don't know how I would feel about that. Just because of the art style, like claymation's like odd. I don't
mhm.
know. Like, there's only some movies that can do it fairly well. I mean,
Okay,
if this is just like all, yeah, I'd still prefer 2D.
okay.
I would still prefer 2D, but I'd make a video game movie out of those just because I love those series, and I'd love to see how it actually is, especially dealing with heavy topics.
Yeah, yeah. Awesome. I this is off topic from the movie, but going with Earthbound, I would really like a remake of it in the Link's Awakening art style, but I don't know how you would feel about that. But I think Link's Awakening,
I don't like the art style of the Link's Awakening remake.
I really like it. I
I don't
thought it
like
was
how
really really
everything is
cool.
too. I think everything is too like it's way too cartoony for my taste, and I don't like the music for it. I don't like the sound effects for it. I just
Oh, you
it
like the music?
makes
I
me
thought
feel
the
off.
music was good. Tall Heights.
I don't like the I don't like the remixes for it. I don't like the sound effects for it. It's not my type of art style that I would like.
That's fine. I would really like it. Brandon, you haven't touched Earthbound, have you?
Nah.
It's okay. It's okay. All right. Let's go
One
on
day.
to what? Oh, one day.
One day. I
All
mean,
right.
I never planned on playing Xenoblade or Final Fantasy or
Mm-hmm.
anything like that. And some of my favorite games ever.
All right. And next question is from Jerry, and he wants to know how we stumbled across Persona and what made us love it so much. And I stumbled Persona when I was very very young. I didn't really understand it. I played it when I was like 8 or 9. Uh, actually, was I? Yeah, actually, no. I think I was older than that. I think I was in middle school. I think I was in middle school when I played it. Oh, it was Persona 3. I didn't play the whole thing. I only played a little bit of it. I didn't get it because I was small brain. And I didn't love it at the time. But that's how I was introduced to it at my cousin's house, and I started loving it when I went back to the series when I was 19, 18, 18, 19, with Persona 5. And playing through it just made me love it. And then I went to Persona 4 Golden, and I'm probably gonna play Persona 3 relatively soon.
All my friends played it. Tachi and Lano
I did
played
watch
it.
the movies though, by the way. I did watch the Persona 3 movies, but those were also a while ago. Um, there's a scene in that it was painful for my cheek, but all right, go ahead, Rand. Sorry
Uh,
for interrupting you.
you're fine. No, all my Lano and Tachi played it, so I wanted to play it so I can understand what the hell they were talking about. And yeah, that's how I stumbled across it. What made me love it deeply? Kawakami. Yeah, is that the pick? Yeah, Kawakami.
Kawakami, nice.
Yeah, the story was incredible. I love the story so much. Gameplay was it was like all the good parts of Pokemon, but not as incredibly repetitive.
You're gonna make some people mad. Stop.
I mean, not as incredibly boring after an hour and a half like Pokemon, like that garbage generation, Janae.
Brandon.
Janae was good. Pokemon's really good. Persona's way better. Not even on the same play. Pokemon's on the same league.
Interesting.
But
Uh,
I tried.
I guess I would say I first heard about it when I was in a group conversation with Itachi and some other people. I didn't give a shit. I didn't really care much about it. Whenever they kept talking about it, because I didn't understand what it was or what it meant, and I didn't care for it because at the time, I think I was like 17. I did not like anime at all, and I hated it, and I never wanted to see any part of it or play of it. and I think it was this one time when I was gonna go hang out with Itachi, and I just see him doing a boss fight for one of the he did like a side quest, and it was a boss fight that he lost on. I was like, oh, what is this? Because I didn't know it was an RPG game. So he said he lost the boss fight. So I was like, here, let me try it. I want to see what it is. And I beat it first try, and he was very surprised how I beat it first try, especially since I didn't know anything about the game. And I was thinking to myself, this is actually pretty fun. I really like RPGs. The only really RPGs I've played was the Mario and Luigi series, Paper Mario series, and Earthbound series. So I never really played any RPG games at all. Uh, and then next thing you know, once I hit my 18th birthday, Itachi got me Persona 5 for my birthday, and so I didn't play it. I don't think I played it immediately, but it took me like a week later for me to actually start trying it out because I was like, it's a gift. I don't really care about anime. I'll try it out. And what really made me love it, the gameplay. The gameplay had it hooked me in. The gameplay definitely hooked me in, and then I would say the characters hooked me in, and then later on the music hooked me in even more. Definitely the gameplay. The gameplay was the gameplay is what matters to me the most, and that's why I love the series so much, and why I will continue to love the RPG series, specifically turn-based. I just love the whole concept of what is it? What's it called? One more, one more.
Oh,
And the whole weaknesses, and then all the abilities, being able to switch between the different abilities and personas. Gameplay was just so good. I stuck with it the entire way through, and then I loved the series and went on to Persona 3 later on. Loved the Persona 3. Then in college, I went to Persona 4. Thought Persona 4 was all right. I mostly played it with my roommates, and we all had a good laugh about it. And then I played Royal, and then I'm playing Golden right now.
awesome. Awesome. So there, that answers that question. I'm so happy that we all really like this series, and I assume we are all excited for Strikers. I'm really, really excited
Scramble?
for it.
Oh,
It's gonna be really, really good.
I don't know how I feel about it, just because after playing the demo for Age of Calamity, I realized Hyrule Warrior games,
Or Warriors games in
or not
general,
Hyrule
just
Warrior, just Warrior games, the gameplay doesn't feel that fun. I'm hoping Scramble is, or Strikers, whatever it's gonna be. I think it's Strikers, right? Or is it
yeah,
Scramble?
it's Scramble Japan Strikers here. Either way works.
I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping it does something different because when I played Age of Calamity, I didn't find much enjoyment from it.
Okay, is it because?
And plus, it was on the Switch, and the frames were pretty bad. So I'm gonna be buying it for the PS5.
Oh yeah, it's gonna hold a solid 60, solid 60 on PS5. So you don't have to worry about that. I really like the Warriors games. It does get repetitive, but if you play on higher difficulties, it's a lot. It's not as repetitive because you actually have to think to do your actions. I really enjoyed the demo for Age of Calamity, and I'm really excited to start the new game. I also played the demo for Strikers, and I really, really, really liked it. So I'm really excited to see it, and yeah. So all right, so let's go on to the next topic, which is pretty beefy. But I don't think
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about. We're gonna have. I don't think we're gonna have much to say about every single section in this part because I don't. I think there's some series that we haven't really touched. Um, and this is about 2021 game updates, and we're gonna give some of our predictions for it. So the first update that we have. Oh, also this is via Famitsu, by the way. The first update that we have is from Atlas, and this is a direct quote from it. And it says, "So about Shin Megami Tensei 5, we're working hard on development to make an even better product. You'll be waiting a little while longer. Please look forward to it." I do not know the context of the quote. I don't know. I don't think it means a delay. I think they were asking if they had anything they wanted to say about SMT5, and I think they just said like, I think it's just a quote that's saying we don't have really anything to show right now. Just wait a little bit longer, and you'll be able to see it. I don't think it's gonna get
Trying,
delayed as of right
we're
now.
trying our best.
Yeah, I think it will get delayed though. I don't think it's gonna meet its I think it's spring.
Spring.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be spring. I think it's gonna get delayed to summer or fall.
Didn't know they had a time frame.
Yeah,
So it was just open ended.
yeah. Are either of you looking forward to SMT5?
I am. I went back home to get my copy of Nocturne because another
Ooh,
Nocturne remaster is coming out. So
yeah.
I'm debating whether to play Nocturne or Final Fantasy VII first. Probably
Okay,
Nocturne because I want to play 5.
okay.
Um, I don't think I'm be able to have enough time to go into SMT4 because one, I need to buy the game, and two, it's on the 3DS, and it's my small 3DS, and it
Uh,
cramps my hands a lot. I'm not able to beat Persona Q2 because
it's so small.
it's a very awkward hand. I don't like
Yeah.
handhelds as much as because my hands are way too big.
hmm
Um,
I
but I
oh
want to
man,
play Nocturne one day.
I'm excited for 65. I want to replay Nocturne, but I think I'm gonna wait until the remaster.
I want to play it so that I can see what's up with the new remaster
It's gonna be like it's the same game. It's just has updated graphics. That's it.
and voice acting.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's it though. It's I don't think they're changing anything with it. It's the same exact game, which is why I'm not gonna replay it. But I'm really excited for SMT5. Um, and Brandon, are you looking forward to SMT5 or nah?
No, I don't. I mean, I'll try anything Atlas at this point. Whatever you put out, I'll try it. But no, I know nothing about the series, like really, other than its connection to Persona.
No, okay.
Yeah,
All
the
right.
SMT series is something I definitely want to try.
Awesome. All right.
I'll have to
Then
at some point.
the next update we have is from Koei Tecmo, which does the Warriors series, but this isn't a Warriors update. This is actually an update on the Fatal Frame series, and they want to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Fatal Frame, and they're working hard to announce games by springtime. Have any of you played the Fatal Frame games?
Never heard of it.
Oh, you never heard of the Fatal
Never.
Frame games? Okay. All right. Well, I haven't played the Fatal Frame games. I did try a Wii U demo, but I didn't play any of them. But I have heard of it, and it has like a cult following. Um, I don't think we're gonna get a brand new game of it. I do think we might get a collection though, because like Ivan's never heard of it. I think they might want to try to get more of a Western audience, and they might try to maybe HD remaster some games, or maybe just port some of the older games to newer consoles.
Mhm.
All right, then in that case, the next update we have is from Square Enix, and we have 3 updates from them. And the first update is that they hope that Bravely Default 2 is a success, so that they can move on to the next one. I guess they already have the next one planned, and they don't know whether it's going to be 3 or third. And I assume neither of you have played Bravely Default either.
No, I've never played Bravely Default.
Have you seen what Bravely Default 2 looks like?
I have.
No,
Oh,
I have
okay.
not.
Well, it's a
I have.
turn.
I just know some people love talking about it, and apparently it's a pretty good series that I should get into. I think I've seen a trailer for it,
Okay.
and I thought I was like, oh, that's interesting, and didn't think other words.
It's a good series. I'm excited for Bravely Default 2. The composer, I think, is also the composer for Octopath Traveler, which is a big plus for me. And I think he
I believe
also
so, yes.
composed FF7 remake soundtrack, or some of it. I'm really excited for Bravely Default 2, and I also hope it's a success. The second update we have for them is a direct quote, and it says, "Future Final Fantasy VII developments are in preparation. Please wait a little longer for details." I think we might see FF7 Remake Part 2 next year. I don't know if it'll release, or this year, actually. I don't know if I don't think it'll release this year, but I think we'll see it this year. And I think it'll release next year.
I hope. I mean, knowing Square Enix, it could be like 2025.
Yeah.
I mean, this game, frankly, it's due for a delay. Everything Square Enix does is.
Well,
Go ahead.
it's only been the Final Fantasy games and Kingdom Hearts that have had like the delays, and specifically Kingdom Hearts 3.
Uh, uh, no, I hope we see it this year. I understand if we don't, but I hope we do because I hope a lot of the hard work that they needed to put in is behind them with part one.
I think it is.
And I just really like the first game. I would love to see it at one, like
Yeah.
soon, as soon as possible. But like, we're not far out from the last one, so I completely understand if
Yeah.
we don't see anything this year. Um,
Mhm.
I'm shocked that they're even talking about it um, in any form. I mean, even I'm shocked anyone's even asking about it at this point because it's. I mean, we're really not that far out. That it hasn't even been a year since the game came out. So
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they've been developing it alongside remake. Um, let's see, and I think it'll be released next year. I don't think it'll take a really long time. I think it'll be released pretty relatively soon. And I was gonna say something else about Final Fantasy, but I completely forgot what it is.
You love Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
That's what you forgot to say.
I do love Final Fantasy, but I wasn't one of those things. Whatever. If it pops up, I'll mention it. And then the last update that we have from Square Enix is from the Dragon Quest series, which I think I'm the only one that's played too. And it says that the Dragon Quest 35th anniversary is next year, and they're hoping to announce something. I think we might get the announcement of the next mainline game, which is Dragon Quest 12. Will be Dragon Quest 12. They have said that they've been working on it. I don't know to what capacity they have finished, but I think that they have enough to even maybe show a CGI trailer. And I think uh, Square Enix and Nintendo are pretty buddy with Dragon Quest. If I had to place a bet, I'd say Dragon Quest 12 might be console exclusive to Nintendo Switch first, or the next Nintendo system, like just at first, maybe for the first year.
I need to play Dragon Quest. I want to.
Yeah, same here. I need
Uh,
to dip one day, but I need to start with SMT5, the SMT series first before I want to do anything.
uh-huh. Well, 11 is a really good start to the series. None of them really tie into each other. Well, kind. Okay, you don't really have to play any before others. So, I think 11's a really good start. The next update we have is from Sega, and they say that they're working on multiple new projects, and they're working hard so that they can announce them in 2021. What do you guys think they're planning to announce?
Sonic Quest 2.
Sonic Mania 2.
I
Both
think
those.
I think they are gonna announce Sonic Mania 2. I don't think they're gonna announce
Yeah.
Forces 2.
No, Mania 2 is pretty much a lock with how good Mania was. That I
Mhm.
don't think they're gonna let go of that. I think when they say multiple new projects, I do think it's Mania and then something else. Something else Sonic related.
Well, they would need
Um,
a third one if it's multiple.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
Well, because multiple needs is three or more. Multi?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought multiple was just two or more.
No, multiple is three or more.
Okay, well, two of them are Sonic.
Yes, I do think two of them are Sonic. I think one is a
I don't know. What if the Sega own?
Yakuza, Persona.
Yeah,
Persona, yeah, I was gonna say.
They have a lot of IPs, but they don't use them anymore. Jet Set
on
Radio,
multiple new projects. Like Persona's already announcing Yakuza just had a game.
Samba de Amigo,
Exactly. There you go on Switch.
Billy Hatcher, Jet Set Radio,
Let me see. I like
Persona
that.
5 for the Switch.
Crazy Taxi. Yeah, there's a bunch of series that they could do, but I don't think they're doing anything with any of them. I think we might get I think we will get two Sonic announcements next year, along with the second Sonic movie.
I was gonna say another Sonic movie.
We are, because that's in development. It's actually supposed to release next year. I don't know if it will though. I assume it will. I think we're gonna get Adventure 3. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get Adventure 3. I hope we get Adventure 3. I hope we get Adventure 3.
Galaxy free. Fuck you, Nintendo.
I hope we get Adventure 3, but I don't
Sonic
think we will.
Adventures 3.
Yeah. I do think we're gonna get Mania 2, like for sure. I think we might get another Yakuza thing. I don't know if it'll be main, but I think we might get something else Yakuza related next year. I think
Yakuza dancing game.
possibly. I don't know what else they would use right now because they're definitely not making a new Jet Set Radio. I don't think so, at least. I don't think they're making a new Samba de Amigo. I don't think they're gonna make a new Billy Hatcher. Maybe a new Monkey Ball.
My
Maybe a
internet
new
died
Monkey
for a
Ball.
second.
What happened?
My internet died for a second.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe a new Monkey Ball. I think they could have a new
Super
Monkey
Monkey
Ball.
Ball?
Yeah, I think they could have a new Monkey Ball in development.
I think they should. I think Monkey Ball is definitely a game that they should be working on. That the producer for it went on to work on. He's working on the Yakuza games now.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
they don't have him for Monkey Ball anymore, and they haven't had him since Monkey Ball 2, I believe. I don't
Mhm.
think he was there for Banana Blitz. Hopefully, he wasn't there for Banana Blitz. Banana Blitz is good. I take that back.
It was
Yeah,
fine.
Banana Blitz is great. People love Banana Blitz.
I don't know about love,
Maybe
but
not
people
shit.
enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they should be releasing Monkey Ball games. I think they should not try to overcomplicate Monkey Ball games and just because there's not a lot like Monkey Ball. I mean,
Mhm.
it's not a market that is contested at the moment or has ever been.
Yeah.
So I do think Monkey Ball should be, especially on Switch. I mean, especially with the Switch. I think the Switch just fits Monkey Ball. If you want to do Monkey Ball, sure, but in any way, I think the Switch just works for Monkey Ball.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, so the next update is from Bandai Namco, and they want to celebrate Ace Combat's 25th anniversary, which I didn't even know Ace Combat has been around for that long. Even though their 25th anniversary was this past year, they couldn't celebrate it. I assume due to COVID. I don't think. I mean, I don't think they're gonna release another game this soon because Ace Combat 7, I think it is, released 2 years ago. So I think they might release like a soundtrack vinyl or something. I don't think it's gonna be anything crazy for like an anniversary celebration though. But I don't have any experience in Ace Combat, so.
Yeah.
All right. Next update we have is from Platinum Games, and I find this very, very fun. So we got an update, and it says, I quote, "First off, many people are worried about Bayonetta 3 considering there hasn't been any information since its announcement. But verifications of new systems have been going great and development is going very well. So please wait with peace in mind." This is a copy of my 2020 comment. He just copied and pasted his 2020 comment in this article. I find it really funny that Kamiya would do that. That is such a Kamiya thing to do. I trust him. I do believe it's going well. It's frustrating that we haven't seen anything about it, but I do trust him. And if we don't see it this year, then I don't know if I trust it anymore because if we haven't seen this game in a long time, and if we don't see it this year, I don't know how well it actually is doing.
Yeah.
No, it's just funny because I read a comment like this that's like, first off, many fans are worried about Bayonetta 3 considering there hasn't been any information since its announcement. And I read that part, I'm just like, man, poor Metroid fans. Like, they must have it
Yeah.
so bad with the Bayonetta fans.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that must just be rough because, especially Metroid. Metroid, I think, was announced.
Metroid. Metroid has had it much more rough than the Bayonetta fans
Yeah.
because they're actually being given updates. We have not. There has not been a single update for Metroid since the trailer.
Well, I mean,
The teaser.
since they said that
Teaser.
since they said that they're restarting development, we did get that update.
Yeah.
We did get that
Shouts
update.
to Square.
So, what? Oh,
Shouts to Square.
why?
Yeah, wasn't that last year?
No, that was 2 years ago.
2020
Was
is
it?
last year. Just saying.
Yeah, I know.
This was 2019. I'm pretty sure it was 2019 where they
Was it?
restarted
I don't
development.
remember.
They restarted development in like January 2019, I believe. I believe it was
Okay.
January 2019. It wasn't
Wasn't it announced in
2020.
2017?
It was announced in 2018. No,
Early 2019.
no,
It was E3.
it was E3
Early
2017.
January of 2019.
Did you look it up?
So 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, 2 years ago. Um,
Yeah.
awesome. I was right. Yeah. So, Retro Studios is working on it now, though, and I really like Retro Studios. Although they haven't put anything out since Tropical Freeze on the Wii U. So, we'll see. We'll
The
see.
console exists. The fuck's a
Oh,
Wii U?
also, Camilla also says that Project GG has started moving, and to please look forward to it. We don't really know much about Project GG except that teaser trailer that he put. I believe it was on April Fool's in 2020.
GG.
Yeah, and then we have two more updates, and one is from HAL Laboratory, and they said that they're planning things for Kirby in 2021.
I honestly completely. I thought How Laboratory was dead a long time ago.
No, I knew they were still alive. I don't know what Kirby game that they're making, but I hope
If
that it's a 3D one.
if Hal is alive, then why aren't they working on Mario Party? They need to go back to Mario Party.
I don't know. Is it HAL that made Mario Party? I thought it was
Yes,
It was
they've been the
Beat
ones
something.
to do Mario Party
wasn't it?
for the early ones.
The early ones were like B something.
Oh, okay.
The Mario Party 1 through 7 was developed by Hudson Soft.
Hudson.
Oh, was it Hudson Soft?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
yeah.
That's
But
what
was
I
that not
thought.
under Hal?
Yeah, that's why I didn't think it was HAL. I know HAL made HAL at least helped out with Melee.
Was it? Oh,
Yeah, I thought it was
completely
Hudson.
forgot.
I was like, I thought it was Hudson.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right. My bad.
I'm pretty
That
sure.
is Hudson Soft, not Hal Laboratory.
I'm pretty sure Hudson got bought
Well,
out.
either way, Hal Laboratory, please help us with some other series.
Yes.
Because I know they were working on that as
Yeah.
well as Melee.
Yeah. They so they're working on Kirby stuff, a lot of Kirby stuff apparently. I hope that we get a 3D Kirby game because I think a 3D Kirby game would be really fun. Star Allies was good, but it wasn't what I was really looking for. I mean, it was a fine game. It's not bad. It works. It was really short. But yeah, that's from.
I forgot it's Hudson Soft, not Hal Laboratory.
Uh-huh.
It's close.
Yeah, it's
But
close.
both as relevant in 2020.
And then
Please help us with some other series. Please,
oh
we
man.
need help.
The last update we have is from Atlas again, and they say that they're quietly working on many Persona projects, and they say that they're going to celebrate Persona's 25th anniversary in 2021, and they ask people to look forward to it.
They're already starting it.
Yes.
They've been doing that for because most recently, especially since yesterday, I've been seeing an ad from a game called like AFK Arena.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And they teamed up with Persona, and apparently, like if you download the app, you get Joker and Queen for free.
Yep.
I thought it was a joke video until I realized they actually partnered up with the people that made the app.
Yeah.
And they're actually there, and they have like the music and everything and all.
Mm-hmm.
And it's completely advertised, so I did not expect that. I was completely surprised why I heard Persona music in a different game.
Yeah. It's really cool. I don't play AFK Arena, but it's cool that they're doing collaborations. And that we're also getting Strikers in February.
Scram.
I think
Strikers.
I think at this point just ignore Brandon whenever he says it.
It's a better name. Scramble's better.
Strikers a lot better.
It's both good. They're both good.
Strikers is better. All right, continue, Jesus.
I also think we're gonna get something else next year. I don't know if we're gonna get it in the West though. At first, I think next year's the time we finally, hopefully, I think we're finally gonna see Persona 5 Arena next year.
This is the year where Persona
Or this
5
year.
will be
This year.
milked.
This is the year where
This is the
I
year
hope.
5 will be milked to its deathbed, just like Persona 4.
And I also
And
hope we
on the anniversary year.
yeah. I hope we get older Persona games on newer consoles. I can also see them doing that.
Persona 3 remake, please. Persona 3 remake.
I think they could announce a
Remaster.
Persona 3 remake, but I don't think they will. I think they can.
I believe so, just because they have the Persona 3 HD like aspects and models already, like
Yeah.
on the PS4,
They also have
which is pretty cool. I just wish I wish there was a remake for it because it looks beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Those are the Persona 4 models though, and they never did anything else with those.
Oh, that's right, because Persona 4 Arena had a different art style.
Yeah. So that's unfortunate, but they can use those models. That's the thing. So hopefully.
Well, didn't they use those models? Sorry for cutting you off, but did they not use those models for the Persona 4 Golden?
No. The Persona 4
I'm pretty sure
Golden.
they bounce off of each other.
No, Persona 4 Dancing came after Golden.
Yeah, so they used the aspects from Persona 4 Golden.
I don't think so. Persona 4 Golden uses like the same models as Persona 4, like regular. I think they might just be touched up a bit, but they're the same models.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you're right. No,
Yeah.
no. For some reason, I was thinking. Yeah, no, they have completely like remastered versions of it.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot more HD for dancing compared to the Persona 4 and Persona 4 Golden models.
Yeah.
They look weird.
Yeah. Yeah, so I do think if any game is gonna get like a remaster or remake, it will be Persona 3 though. I don't think Persona 4 will get it because Persona 4 Golden is actually still really good. Maybe Persona 1 and 2, but I don't think they will. I think Persona 1 and 2 will just get ported to newer consoles. I think Persona 3 will get a remake treatment. If not this year, eventually, someday.
Give me remake, please. Please, please, please. I would love a Persona 3 remake. If Royal didn't come out, Persona 3 would still be my favorite Persona game.
All right. Well, that was the last update we had for there, and we have 3 more topics left, but only one of them is pretty lengthy. So the next topic I did want to go to is I wanted to talk about what our personal biggest disappointment of 2020 was, and it can be in terms of a game or something gaming news related. It doesn't have to be specifically a game.
Nintendo shooting themselves in the foot from the second half of the year onwards in different ways. I was disappointing to see, from Melee to the shit they got into from how they handled the 3D collection.
Okay.
But specifically Melee, that was disappointing. It's not disappointing. It was a good game, but I wish the Paper Mario game was better than what it was. I mean, but it was still good. It was still really good. I recommend it. It had some of the best writing I've ever seen in a Nintendo game, in terms of comedy. But I wish it was just better than what it was. Um, yeah, Nintendo, what they did to Melee and stuff, and then what they did to this Splatoon tournament when they showed support to Melee, that was very disappointing to see. Because it felt like it felt like they were the closest they've ever been to really supporting the competitive scenes to the fullest for the first time almost ever, and taking it seriously and not just saying here's an invitational with all items on, and completely throwing away any sense of competitiveness. Um, it really felt like they were close, and then they shut down Melee because they don't want people to play their games if they were released 10, 15 years ago. You know,
Yeah.
you play their way, and their way is to pay some random person, not even them, and get COVID. Go play in person. Go Go put 2,000 people in a tournament hall. Yeah, try that shit. That was disappointing.
Okay.
Um, hmm. Personal biggest disappointment of 2020. That's. I'm trying to think of something else that disappointed me a lot more, other than the thing that happened with Nintendo. Um, I'm gonna try and not repeat what he said because even though I feel strongly about it, I feel like there's something else disappointed. Um, and uh, mm, I guess I guess it'd be two things.
Okay.
Um, for me, it'd be one, the entire Smash scene on what happened this year.
Oh.
With a lot of people being exposed, um, most of them being completely terrible people, and realizing that I don't know why I supported them in the first place. Just the inside of all that was terrible for me, and it made me not want to play Smash that much anymore. And I pretty much like unfollowed most Smash people that I subscribe to and all that. Um, I was just very disappointed in the people and the community. And another thing that'd be disappointed is, uh, I don't know. No, I would say just the entire like the entirety of the what happened in Smash, just made me feel even more dismotivated to even touch Smash anymore or to keep playing it because I used to play it almost every single day. Like from the start of the last year, I played it almost every single day. Um, but then all that stuff happened, and I just did not want to touch the game anymore,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what version it was.
All
I
this
I
Smash we're
played
playing.
I played Melee every single day, Smash Ultimate every single day. They were such good games, and I really loved playing them. And then I just stopped. I didn't want to anymore. Um, yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, for me as well, it was with everything that happened, over the summer in the Smash scene with Zero and Nairo, everyone, um, D1, all of that was insane and really heartbreaking to see. Um, it's good that it happened, but it's it's a shame that it had to happen. It's good that it did because it weeded them all out, but it's a shame that that's what had to happen. Um, to choose to go in a different direction, I'll go something more gaming, like not gaming really, but game focused, like actual specific game, not like a news story. It was disappointing to see that Sonic didn't get its new game announced because I love Sonic. And they were gonna announce it in March, and then they're like, "Okay, we're gonna announce it in April," and they're like, "Okay, never mind, guys. We're not gonna announce it in April. We're gonna wait for COVID to slow down, and and then we'll get ready to announce it in a big way." And it never happened. So I'll go with that. Or not seeing Breath of the Wild 2 at all this year because I'm also very excited for Breath of the Wild 2, and I can guarantee we would have seen it at E3 if there was an E3. If there was an E3, we would have seen, even if it was another like super teaser trailer, I feel like we would have seen it. Um, but that's more like actual on the game, like actual game. In terms of news topics, I would also say what happened in summer. That was awful.
Yeah.
But to go things in a more positive direction, or maybe positive direction, maybe you guys won't choose something positive for this one. Our next topic is I did want to ask everyone what your biggest surprise of 2020 was. And
The
again,
Smash stuff. Everyone was touching people.
you can't
Wait,
say
what?
that, Brandon. Stop. No, that's
Wow.
not.
What was
That's
in the
not.
water that the Smash 4 players were drinking? Anyone else notice that?
That was.
It was
Yeah.
just Smash 4 and Ultimate players, and then D1, who was a melee commentator.
It
I don't know
Yeah.
what's in
it
the
was Smash
fucking
4.
water for Smash 4 and Ultimate players, but they got grabby.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
That's
It was real unfortunate. But
It was,
I don't know what
okay.
the fuck happened.
Alright.
that's
Bunch of 17-year-olds on power trips because they won a Smash tournament.
Oh man.
Mhm.
There was a lot of that. They were on power trips. And
Yeah.
okay. Well, we know your biggest surprise of 2020. Ivan, what was your biggest surprise of 2020?
okay. Something on more positive.
Okay.
The biggest surprise to me was Genshin.
Okay.
I did not expect myself to love this game so much as I do now. I just remember seeing lots of advertising for it. I was like, oh, this kind of looks like Breath of the Wild, in a way. Played it, love it. I still play it a lot. I did not expect myself to be hooked to this game at all. I would say probably that's like the biggest surprise that ever happened to me because I did not expect myself to play this type of game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I'm really enjoying it so far. It's a bit bad that I play it every day. um, but I've been enjoying it every single day, and there's still a lot more. There's a lot of stuff for me to do. It's just the grind to get your characters even stronger is just so fun to me because it reminds me a lot of Borderlands, and I always
Oh,
loved
okay.
making incredibly good builds to do more damage than your friends. Um, that's one of the biggest surprises. I did not expect that type of game to come out for me to love it as well as to be free.
Okay.
I did not expect that at all. Um, and I guess a couple small other little surprises was I didn't expect to like Paper Mario Origami King as much as I do. I thought it was gonna be another shitty Paper Mario game like what they did with Color Splash and uh Sticker Star with the mechanics, but I actually enjoyed the turning mechanic in Origami King, and I was pleasantly happy with the result that came out, and I'm kind of happy I beat the game, even though it took me forever to beat the game, especially
Awesome.
in the beginning. And then
Uh, uh-huh.
one last surprise would be SMT5. I've kind of pseudo like stuck around with the SMT like news, and I know a lot of people kept on joking saying like we will never get SMT5 news at all, but then they finally announced SMT news. People were expecting Persona, but it was SMT5, and it's been years since anything has been said about it, and they finally got an actual trailer for it. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
whoa, it's actually happening. It was just a small little indie world, I think, in the direct.
It was
I think so.
a partner
Either that or
showcase.
it's a mini direct.
It
It was
was
a partner
it
showcase.
was a partner showcase.
And I did not expect it a lot, and I was actually pretty happy and hyped for SMT5 because people actually got news, and it could help me get myself more motivated to play Nocturne because I bought a copy of the PS2 Nocturne a long time ago, and I've been meaning to play it, but I've pushed it along for so long because I keep telling myself that have to beat other games, and I've already beaten some of those games, and I should
Okay.
play it now. So I'm gonna be deciding whether I want to do Final Fantasy VII or Nocturne first once I get back.
Okay.
I still
Awesome.
need to beat a lot of more games like Hollow Knight, but yeah, that's it.
All right. I think my biggest surprise. I don't. It isn't really. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's bad. I don't really have too much of an opinion on it, but it just surprised me. Was waking up 3 months ago, I think, 2 months ago, and just going to Twitter and seeing that Microsoft bought Bethesda. I thought that was I was like what? This is a joke, right? And I saw that they bought Bethesda and they haven't fully acquired them yet, but they're in the process of doing so. And Phil Spencer keeps bouncing around the idea of whether they're going to stay exclusive, of like if they're going to be exclusives or if they're still going to be multi-platform. I think they're going to be exclusives. Why else would they buy them? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best idea. It's what they should do.
And it's good for them as a business. Brings more competition. Doesn't really affect me. I don't really play Bethesda games that much. Never gone to Fallout. Never gone to Elder Scrolls. Do like Doom. So that might be the only thing that affects me with that. I do really like Doom. But that's about it. But it was just really really surprising to me, and I thought it was I think it's really good for them. I think it might make Sony might maybe buy someone, and I think if they do buy someone, I think it might be Blue Point. Blue Point did Demon Souls, and they also did the Shadow of Colossus remake a few years ago.
Do they own? Oh, let me check. I want to see if they own Young Horses. They should buy Young Horses. They made Octodad and Bugsnax, and they should absolutely make everything that company does exclusive to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
They should
Another, I guess, another thing that surprised me was, what was it? Reggie doing something with GameStop.
Oh yeah, he's in their board. He's in the board.
Yeah. That was out of nowhere. I knew
Yeah.
he retired, and it was very sad to hear that. But then, like, out of nowhere, he starts, like, rumors or, like, something happens about him going into GameStop or, like, being a part of their business or something. So I'm still interested in what's happening because I have no idea what's happening. That completely surprised me. I was like,
hard.
it's dying.
It's hard for them right now,
But
especially right now because
yeah.
of COVID. So hopefully he sticks around long enough to do something to help them. But he's also part of like 3 others in that board, so I mean he doesn't have all the says in it and everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know the specifics of it.
You think Bethesda would have been bought for more if Fallout 76 didn't have it?
No, I don't think that
No.
mattered. I mean,
You don't think it dropped value?
I don't think so. I think.
Nah,
I mean,
dude.
it was a big thing, but I don't think it mattered in the long run.
Yeah.
In between that and now, they released just Doom, and they have Deathloop. The making.
Yeah, Deathloop is
publishing
coming
of-
out. Deathloop is coming out.
Yeah.
There's 2 more. There's Elder Scrolls 6 and
Oh, that's right. Elder
What's-
Scrolls 6.
Elder Scrolls 6 might still be multi-platform, but I don't know. They did say the games that they have that have contracts already, like with Sony, are still
Mhm.
gonna go multi-platform. Those that don't have contracts yet is ball. It's ball game. It's game on for that.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with that.
Deathloop is just published by them, and also they have Starfield, which no one knows anything about, and they just showed a logo.
Starfield's
The
what
last
it's
time
called.
I think they still have only showed a logo. I don't think they've shown anything.
Mm-mm.
Oh, so if I could pick 2 actual surprises, Xenoblade surprised me a lot.
Okay.
I didn't think I would be really into that game, and I'm super into that game. And I had another one in mind, but I've forgotten it because I looked up Bugsnax.
Okay. All right.
So
well.
now you changed your biggest surprises, huh?
All right.
Smash is up there. That was shocking. I can't believe that happened.
It's still very shocking.
Dude, it was like the most stressful 4 days when the Zero stuff happened.
Oh yeah.
Because
That
everyone was like,
was-
damn, Zero did shit. And like Zero was like, nah, fam, I didn't do shit. Then like, damn, Zero didn't do shit. And it turned out shit.
Yeah, and then later on, Nairo comes back showing evidence that like he didn't and he was being accused, and I was just like, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
I would like to believe Nairo because I believe Nairo a lot more than Zero, and I also don't like what was it, Captain Zack that much. I
Yeah, I
feel
don't-
like he's just
Uh,
very manipulative.
I
don't know.
Classic Bayo
So-
play, am I right?
Classic
Yeah.
Bayo players. All right. Yeah, I also agree with you with that, Ivan. I hope things come out, but even if things are okay and it shows that he's innocent, I think the damage has already been done, which is why I hate cancel culture.
Yeah.
But that's a topic for a different podcast.
Yeah.
Steven Smash.
I think I
Steven
played
Smash.
Celeste last year too. I just remembered. I completely forgot.
Nice.
Last year I played Celeste, and I love Celeste.
Oh, so
Oh,
so
Celeste
good.
is so good. Oh, we should race again, Itachi.
You want to race again?
Yeah, now that we're like months out from ever playing it, let's race again.
I'll do it.
I'll do it too. I'll bop you.
You
I
sure
bought
about
the
that?
game on Steam when it was like $5.
Nice.
I'm not sure about that.
You sure you bought me,
Steven
Brandon?
Smash, Sephiroth Smash. It's shocking. What? Surprising.
Well, actually, we didn't race this time. We
We
didn't.
Death Count.
we did death count. Would we do an actual race this time? Because if we do an actual race, I'm pretty sure you'll beat me because I'm pretty sure you'll do research, and I just won't do anything.
No, we'll do death count again. Racing is just difficult to do.
No, I wouldn't be able to do. I'll do death
Racing's
count.
not that difficult. It's not that
I
hard.
just don't want.
Celeste
I just
is
don't want to
hard.
research. I don't want to research Celeste because there's so much that you'd have to research, and I just.
What do you mean? You can't do a demo dash in like 3 seconds?
Yeah.
It's like super easy.
Oh
You can't do a frame perfect input in like a minute.
Oh
You don't
no.
I
deserve
play
to
Melee,
race
but
then.
I'm not good at those frame perfect shits.
Alright.
It's been a while since I've sped run Celeste, but I still have my old time.
I haven't ran anything
I still
since
will
the
remember
sixth
old
stream.
routes too. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna answer 2 questions, but I'm deleting this one because we actually kind of just answered it with Adrian asked how we feel about Microsoft buying Bethesda. we already
Good.
we kind of talked about
I'm
it.
glad they did.
Yeah. You already
Um,
mentioned it.
I think it's good for Microsoft. I think Bethesda's better off under Microsoft's umbrella than they aren't, and I think they should be exclusive because I think that's the only
Mhm.
way Xbox can keep up with PlayStation. Because I think the
Mhm.
deck is stacked against Xbox. Especially with getting exclusives, they really have to flex their wallet, which luckily for them, they have a big wallet. Yeah, I think they should really focus on more exclusives.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're gonna go with 2 questions. I'm gonna go ahead and answer this one first because it's still kind of relevant, and if we put this one off for too long, it might not become relevant anymore. Ginka asks, how bad do we think PS5 scalping is going to affect PS5 software sales and monthly active users? I don't think it's going to affect it much at all.
Not to a noticeable amount.
I don't think so. I mean,
Like I'm pretty sure this was still prevalent a lot more even back then. The only difference is social media is a lot bigger and we're older.
yeah. I don't think it's going to affect monthly user. I mean, okay, it'll affect monthly users because people are hogging PS5s, and not everyone is going to dish out $1,000 for a PS5. But I don't think it's going to affect it in the long run.
It's going to be harder just because of what's happening currently in the world to develop the new PS5 consoles. It'll take a while, but I think even if it was in this type of situation, it'd be like the same as usual.
Yeah.
Scalpers buying a ton of stuff, scalpers being scalpers.
Yeah.
They've been doing that since the old consoles.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's gonna. It's tougher because they're not selling them in person. Actually, some stores are now. Now that it's kind of calmed down a tiny bit. And I think all those consoles that people are scalping, they're not gonna keep them. They're gonna have them, and eventually they're gonna have too many, and the stores are gonna end up getting stock, and they're not gonna be able to sell their console. So to prevent themselves from losing so much money, they might sell the consoles for even less than what they bought it for. Not much less, because I don't think they'll put it down 200 less or even 100, but they might put it down by 50. They might do $50 less and be like, okay, I gotta. They be like, okay, I've had this for too long. I gotta get this out. Sell it for $450 instead of 500 and see who bites.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's gonna affect that much. And then the second question is from Isabel. I was actually gonna go with Ricky's question, but that's gonna take too long, so we'll answer that another time. So Isabel asks, what our favorite Three Houses character is, both male and female, and she asked why, but I mean we don't have to go into why if we don't want to. Brandon, go ahead.
Male.
Male is Sylvain, female is Felix. Easy.
Wait. What?
Brandon.
Okay. No. Yeah, male is Sylvain because he has a lot to him than what I think most people expect. Female would probably be Shamir. Yeah, Shamir and Sylvain. Ash is wholesome, but Ash doesn't have an incredibly deep character. You kind of get through Ash's character really early.
Yeah, I do like Sylvain's character a lot more. I did not expect to like him a lot, but he's a solid character for me. He's not my favorite, but I agree. The better Ferdinand.
Like, I get
Uh,
it. You're a
I'm
prince. I
I'm
understand.
just kidding. Um, I guess I'll go next. In terms of Three Houses character for male, well, for me, the easiest one for female would be Lysithea. I compared to all the people I like in terms of female in the game, I like Lysithea the most in terms of her story and character, especially later on in the story because it's very sad. It's very sad what happened to her. Um, and I just feel like she has a much better solid foundation in terms of story character compared to the other people that I like. Um, in terms of female, she's I just think she's very good. I really enjoy her supports, and I feel like she's actually integrated into the story compared to other people that are just kind of there. Um, especially for a couple routes, probably like 2 routes where she feels like she's like fairly well implemented, or not implemented, but like in terms of her story and like what's happening in the game, they still correlate. And I like it when people's stories correlate rather than just being like a completely separate story because then it's like they're just kind of chilling there.
All right.
Um, and in terms of male, this one's hard. It's either between Claude or Dimitri. And as much as I want to stick with Claude because he is my favorite house and one of my favorite leaders, I'm gonna go with Dimitri. Dimitri, in terms of his arc, it's incredibly good. He is a solid character in terms of story, backstory, and voice acting. I just really liked Dimitri. I thought he was going to be the house leader that I disliked the most, or not disliked, but like did not like as much as the other two.
Mm-hmm.
But I really liked Dimitri, both
Nice.
in the beginning of the game and at the end of the game.
Awesome.
The way he was incorporated in the story was just so good. Just I just like the entire development of Dimitri. Dimitri was a very solid character, and as much as I really like Claude, I think I like Dimitri a little bit more.
Nice. My favorite male, favorite boy, best boy is Ferdinand von Ayer. I adore him. He's awesome. I really like his own story. I like his development from his uh not spoilers, never mind. From his C and B support to his A support, and just contrast with that, and how he grows as an individual himself. I really, really like his. Never mind. Spoilers again. Never mind. I really like his hair. Okay, there. I really like his hair. Uh, no, I just think he's awesome. My best girl is Dorothea. I love her to death, and I also love both of their chemistry together. I think Dorothea has a really sad backstory. I think that her development is good. How she has a front, and she has a deep character behind that front, and you don't get to find out that deep characterization unless you stick with her, or unless you stick with some of the her other supports, like with Ferdinand. Her supports with Ferdinand is like one really good story about how they knew each other, but they didn't really know each other, and how she always thought that he hated her, and he always thought she hated him. And it's really, really good. I really like their chemistry together, and I just love both of them. So they're my two favorites.
Solid variety.
Mm-hmm. We all chose different people, except for the fact that Dorothy and Shamir share a voice actress. So
Yeah.
Dorothy and Shamir share a voice actress. Also, shout outs to Billy and Allegra. They're amazing voice actors and amazing people
Billy
in
Eilish.
general.
Allegra, I really like Shamir's voice.
Yes, she's a
Shamir was great.
great voice actress.
She is the same voice actor as a character in Genshin, and she sounds
Mm-hmm.
a lot like Shamir, and
Mm-hmm.
it's very fitting for her.
Also voices someone in Apex. I don't know if either of you've played Apex.
I I've played it like a couple times.
Shoot,
I don't think I remember
shoot.
them though.
Bloodhound, the one with the crow. I think. I think they have.
I don't think I
I think
remember.
they
It's
have
been
the
a
crow.
while since I played
Oh.
Apex. I think it's been like 2 years.
Oh damn. Okay. All right. Well, let's
think.
go
Was
ahead.
it 2 years? 1 year? I don't know. 2019. I'm thinking we're in 2020 for some reason.
Okay.
Always the same mistake everyone makes at the beginning of the
Just
year.
the one difference make.
Yeah. Yeah.
The 1 day difference.
All right, let's go ahead and get into the final topic, which is a little bit more reflection on 2020, and this time it's all positive. We are going to share our top 5 games of this year, our personal top 5.
Positive shit. Gotta
Personal
remove Smash off my list.
personal top 5 favorites of this year. So I didn't set any limits for when I asked them to make this list. It could be games they played this year but didn't release this year. My list is going to be all games that released this year, just because that's what I wanted to put on my list.
So if one of those wanted to put Among Us, it'd be perfectly fine, even though it came out 2018.
Yeah, so that'll be fine. And we're gonna go clockwise. So we're gonna start with Brandon, then Ivan, then me, and we'll go in order from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So Brandon, what is number 5? And I assume you're gonna show it on the screen each time. I should have done that.
Ooh,
I
actually, that's a
can't.
good idea. Hold on.
I can't for half of these.
You can't? Oh, do you have them digitally?
Actually, for 2 of these, I can't. The first 2 I can't. The rest I can. I think are an arm's range of me.
Okay.
Everyone's just gone. I look up.
I can hear
And
you.
everyone is gone.
I can hear you. Okay, fine. Wait for. Okay, I can't show one of them actually because I don't have one of them.
There's a couple I can't show.
Yeah. So number 5 for me was difficult because I was trying to think of games that came out this year. And I wanted to put Bugsnax. But I don't think because I don't think Bugsnax is better than what I have on my list. I think Bugsnax is really good. I would absolutely recommend it because it's a very short game. So even if it's like a 6 out of 10 for most people, or a 7 out of 10, which it's absolutely not. If I was rating it out of 100, I would absolutely give this game like a 79 or 80. My number 5 is Astro's Playroom.
Okay.
I thought Astro's Playroom was it was really shocking. I did not think Astro's Playroom was going to be as enjoyable as it was, but from start to finish, that game was just a fun time. It's not long. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It shows off the controller really well. I thought the climbing sections using the triggers were like fantastic with the sensitive rocks that you couldn't push all the way down on. I thought that was amazing. I think it really, without the controller doing what it does, it's not a fantastic, it's not to the level it is. The collectibles are super fun. I think they celebrate PlayStation in a really good way. Tachi's camera is frozen. Uh-oh.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah, he is frozen for me as well. Hopefully he'll come back.
Am I good?
There we go.
You hear it?
Yeah, I didn't freeze on it. You guys didn't freeze on my screen. I didn't freeze.
Oh, no.
You guys can keep talking. If I freeze again, just keep talking.
You froze for us.
If I freeze again, just keep talking.
Okay.
Because you guys haven't been freezing for me. So.
Okay. Yeah, so Astro's Playroom is absolutely number 5. It showcased the controller in a wonderful way, and I think in video games there's not very many games that can give you like a wow experience that you don't feel somewhere else. I think Astro's Playroom gives you that with the controller being as good as it is. I'm doing my entire list, right?
No. We're going 5, 4, 3, 5.
Yeah.
Like you're doing 5.
We're going all around. So
yes.
You're doing your 5.
Yes.
Yes.
That's I actually got that wrong then. I asked you before the stream. I thought we were doing first, and that's why I asked you. Wouldn't it be too much of one person talking at once?
No,
I thought that's what you meant.
No. Okay. So Ivan, you can go ahead and give your number 5.
Okay, my number 5 is Paper Mario Origami King. Again, one of the games that I was very surprised to really like. I enjoyed the humor a lot, and I really enjoyed the gameplay and the art style. There were some times where it was just very cheesy, but it was acceptable cheesy. And even then, like, it was still pretty funny. I played it with my roommate, and still enjoyed it. it was weird with the difficulty spike because it would go from very easy to like you will die very fast.
Uh-huh.
It was very hard to figure out how to like to think about balance, but even without thinking about that, the game was still incredibly fun. I enjoyed exploring around. I didn't collect everything because I didn't want to like kill myself and explore every single thing in 100% the entire game. I'd be perfectly fine with just playing the game normally. Um, but I enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
enjoyed Paper Mario Origami King. I did not expect to enjoy it. I expected to buy it and then regret spending $50 on it, but I don't regret spending $50 on it.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I thought it was I thought Paper Mario was really good. I don't have it on my top five. Um, I did think it was really good, but I did think to not to hopefully not give away too much. I thought the bosses were both really creative and at the same time not as creative as they could have been. Um, but I think one of the bosses that they show off a lot is like they show off on the pitches, is literally just a piece of office equipment where it doesn't have eyes, it doesn't have anything like that. It's really creative how they make that boss walk and how they make it speak and how they make it attack, and that's super super creative. But I do wish it had some sort of design because it is literally ripped straight from real life,
Okay.
Hmm.
and I thought that could have been better. But that game's writing is phenomenal.
I enjoyed the creativity that the game devs had in it.
Yeah, they went super
I
creative.
actually did really enjoy it a lot. What else
Mhm.
from that I enjoyed? The characters, and they were pretty good. The environment's really cool. I just liked all the situations.
I should play Origami King.
And it
Yeah.
normally wouldn't be on my top five, but I didn't really play any. I didn't play much games this year. I've only played like a couple, like a good like handful of 10 in total, and there's only like like a few of them where I've actually played consistently for like more than a couple months. So I haven't really played much games, so it was a bit hard for me to figure out what my top five was. But I do remember I enjoyed Origami King.
Nice. My number five is very okay. I haven't opened this yet. I just want an excuse to show Juvia. I just want an excuse to show Juvia because she's a cutie. Okay, that's it. My actual number five is Last of Us Part Two. I really really enjoyed this game. Even with all the controversy with it, I love it. It's really really good. I thought it was really really good. Uh, Lots of controversy with it, like I said, but I really liked it. I enjoyed the story, even though a lot of people did not. I loved the gameplay. I thought it was a gorgeous game. Don't have too many complaints about it. I have some, but that would be spoiler territory. I didn't like how they handled some things, but overall, I thought it was a very, very good game. And even if you don't even if you know some of the spoilers, I still recommend playing it because it's a good game. It's not. I don't think saying it's a bad game is justified. I don't. If you don't, if someone doesn't like it, they don't like it. But I don't think someone can play this game and say it is an objectively bad game. You can say the writing's bad. I thought it was good, but you can say that the writing's bad if you don't like the writing. But I don't think because everything works and it works very well, and they added a lot of cool mechanics. I don't think anyone can look at it and say no, that game's actually just bad. Um, so I don't really have too much to say about that, but that is my number five.
Brandon, what is your number four?
I have Animal Crossing: New Horizons.
Where's your copy?
Digital.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get there. I have a couple. I have a
Okay.
couple physical. Yeah, no. 4 was not super difficult. I knew I wanted Animal Crossing on here somewhere. I didn't know where, but I feel like 4 is fair. It does have its problems. I feel like they make Animal Crossing needlessly difficult in certain ways. Um, it just doesn't need to be difficult. If you place a villager's house poorly, or you're a little too far forward or a little too far back, and it doesn't line up with the house on its right or left, you have to move that house just like that tiny inch. You have to completely move it out of its spot and then completely move it back. And if you don't time travel, that's a 2-day operation.
Yeah.
That costs money every time. So because when you
Yeah.
move a house, if it does not remove the house you are moving, so that house occupies its space permanently until you move it out of the way first. So you
Yeah.
can't make minor adjustments like that. That's impossible. There's
So
no
dumb.
reason it should be like that. There's no real grid or anything to line up stuff. You can use like the shovel and stuff to help yourself line up houses
That's what I
when
do.
you are like bridges. You can put holes in the ground to help you line up that way. But the fact that there's just no grid on this game is actually unbelievable, especially with how badly it penalizes you for buying a bridge, destroying a bridge, moving a house, placing down a new property. All cost a shitload of money and are very easily messed up. But Animal Crossing is really relaxing and really fun, um, and is very enjoyable. And I really like the game, even though it has its few problems. I think it pushes the play for only 2 hours a day thing way harder than it should at times. Uh, I think it does that in way too many categories, and I get it and it's really nice that that's how that game is. It's unique, but I think it pushes that a little hard. I think it holds it back as a game. Yeah, th-
Hmm.
that's all. But it's good. I recommend it. Yeah.
My number 4 is a digital game, and it is Phasmophobia. It's very hard to see with this glare.
Nice.
Very small game that I did not expect to really like, but I play very much. It's a very fun game to play with my friends. I just before this podcast, I was playing with my friends, and it was probably one of the scariest games I've ever played. Just because of the amount of unexpectedness that happened. Also, that's a police siren. I hope you didn't hear that.
I think I heard a tiny bit of it, but it's okay.
I
Uh,
heard a lot of it.
yeah. Hopefully that doesn't go into the audio that much. I apologize about that.
You're good.
Loud. I did not expect to like it a lot. I really love scary games. I bought Outlast 1 and 2 a long time ago as a bundle. I didn't play it. I didn't beat Outlast 2 just because it's so hard and people say it's not a good it's not good in terms of gameplay just because it's a lot harder. And you kind of
Hmm.
like you're almost soft locked into it just because of like how the AI is or something.
Yeah.
But even then, I only did like an hour of the game and I stopped playing because I was too scared to keep playing the game because I had a standard where I would only play scary games at night in the dark.
Ah.
I don't know why, but because I put myself on that standard, I didn't touch the game at all. But
Okay.
Phasmophobia is a completely different beast where I don't even mind playing in the dark. I will play it. I don't care if I'm scared. I'll still play it because the game is incredibly fun.
Hmm.
Whether it's just in a public lobby or with my friends.
Yeah.
It brings a lot of creativity to the game. I really love the sound audio for this game, and I love all the different things that can happen. Like what happened in my game earlier, I did not expect it at all. That was completely new to me, and I'll explain it to you too later on after this maybe.
Okay.
But this game always still surprises me, even watching on YouTube. I watch someone on YouTube and every single video is always completely different, just because the game provides
That's
so much variety with such little content that I did not expect. So I love Phasmophobia a lot, and that's my number 4 pick.
awesome.
We like we played a couple days ago.
Hmm.
Me and Tachi did with Elena and Adrian. I was like super afraid and like wasn't really in the mood to play. And I was like, Tachi knows I'm afraid of the game. We'll probably just go to a house on the easiest difficulty. I load up the game, and my fucking guy has Asylum on professional, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be one of those nights. I felt so betrayed.
But you had fun.
I did. It was real fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
All right. My number 4 is also a digital game. Unfortunately, I can't show a picture of it because I use my phone as a webcam.
I'll
I
prove
could.
it.
I don't have a picture prepared to just pop up on screen. And my number 4 is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I absolutely adore Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Oh man, the music is gorgeous. The art is gorgeous. The game is just gorgeous. Everything about it is beautiful and amazing. The platforming is really good. It's super fast paced. The combat, which was something missing from the first game, is really good in this one. And it's just awesome. The movement is so fluid, and you can't take a bad screenshot of this game unless you're in like a full. Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brandon.
Backwards. Sorry about it.
you,
Just
you
read backwards.
it shows it right on my screen.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I don't think there's. I don't think you can look at that game and take a bad screenshot.
Yeah.
That game at any moment will look gorgeous, and
Yes.
there's just so much to it. It's not the longest game, but it also doesn't need to be a really long game. It's just amazing, and I love it, and
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what Moon Studio does next because they are a fantastic studio, and if there's anything that would make me get an Xbox, it
It's
might
Ori.
be whatever Moon does next. It might be whatever Moon Studios does next if I can't get it anywhere else. Like if my computer cannot run it, and if I can't get it on Switch, then maybe we'll see because
Yeah.
Moon Studio is extremely talented.
Will Lewis would be on my top 5 if I played the game, but I'm sure it would have been.
If you play on Xbox, you can get Ori and the Will of the Wisp for $15 at GameStop right now, new or digital.
Nice.
Nice.
It's also available on Game Pass, so if you have a decent, actually, if you have a pretty good PC, or if you have an Xbox, you can play it on Game Pass.
Hmm.
All right, Bren, what's your number 3?
So 2 and 3 were really difficult, right?
Yeah, me
One,
too.
not to spoil anything, but I think it's pretty obvious. 1 was easy for me.
Okay.
There was no competition for what was taking number 1. 2 and
Yeah.
3 were really something I had to think about. It was not the way it was until probably midnight last night or something. For my number 3, I'm gonna go with Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh, okay.
At 3. This game is absolutely fucking. This game is absolutely great. I think the voice acting was really good, even though that on aren't the greatest. Cloud has a few of his moments where he's kind of not outstanding. I thought the voice acting was really good for a lot of the characters. I thought this game was one of the prettiest games visually in its style, on the style of like making things look really real in a way. Yeah, I thought it looked phenomenal. I thought combat was great. The entire reason that I bought Final Fantasy VII was it looked like a grown-ups Kingdom Hearts to me when they showed the first gameplay trailer, and that's really what it feels like to me. And I'm a very big sucker for Kingdom Hearts gameplay. Yeah, I thought the story was phenomenal. I thought the music was amazing. I mean, there's a lot of points in the game where they the background, the what's the word for it, the skybox, it kind of it has that 2D image look, but way higher resolution. So it looks straight out of the original Final Fantasy VII, but brand new, and they really keep that look close to the heart, and it looks really amazing. And absolutely, if you don't count remakes or re-releases or improved versions, that's the best game this year to me. And it was robbed at the Game Awards.
All right.
Yeah, that's another thing.
I'm gonna keep this incredibly short because I'm sure from the past podcasts I've been on, I've said it way too much. I don't think I want to repeat myself again because it's gonna be a bit annoying. I'm just gonna say for my number 3 pick, it's gonna be. Oh, that's so
Oh,
bright! Oh my god!
turn your
Hopefully
brightness.
it can
Oh,
show.
oh, there it
There
goes.
you
There
go.
it
Genshin Impact. That's all.
goes. That's all. That's all.
I don't. It's because I said it way too much. I feel like I've repeated myself way too much at this point. Um, phen- phenom- phenomenal music, no matter what. Incredibly good art style, very unique as well. Um, really love the story, really love the characters, really love the gameplay, really love all the new content that MiHoYo has been giving out. Everything has just been so good that there are some things I can complain about, but for the most part, the positive outweigh the negatives, and that's really all I'm gonna say because I don't want to repeat myself even more from before.
Nice. All right.
Got a physical game yet?
My number 3 is going to be Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Uh, Absolutely adore this game. Amazing. I finished it. Post game is lovely. I think post game got mixed reactions from some people, but I really really liked it. Melia's best girl.
You're not
Uh,
wrong. You're not wrong.
I love Melia so much. I love this game so much. Shulk is one of the best video game protagonists of all time to me. I would love to do a Shulk cosplay if I could pull it off. I don't know if I can, uh, but it's a beautiful game. It's gorgeous. I'm a sucker for Xenoblade in general, and uh, the music. Xenoblade has one of the best soundtracks of all time. I still think after replaying Xenoblade, I think that Xenoblade 2 still has the better soundtrack, but it is very, very close. Um, and of course, just it's just great. Like I don't know if you can see, but you might in the distance you might be able to see Dunban if you look close enough, and because he's over there. No, it's just amazing, and I don't know. It's just
Yeah,
I love it. Love it.
yeah. You're not wrong about Beskar, but that's a weird way to say Charlotte.
Oh man.
So really odd. You misspoke.
Huh. It's Shulk.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
But what does this have to do with Shulk? All right. We're gonna go ahead and go to number 2 before I keep talking about too much. Brian, go ahead. What is your number 2? Because I think I know what it is.
So, in a moment of what I might, what I will perfectly admit might be a very bad case of recency bias, which I think is the term.
Yeah, that's the term.
I have
Yeah.
Xenoblade Chronicles and edition. I didn't think you were gonna put it at free. Yeah, no, this game is phenomenal. It's super enjoyable. The voice acting is honestly like really good. I mean, Ryan has 2 total lines when you finish a fight, and you will hear those 2 lines in the entire game.
What a bunch of joke.
That's a little something. No, I think all the side quests have been really, really enjoyable and chunk of the game. The characters are super, super great. The story is really, really interesting. The story has shocked me multiple times. But more than that, I think in terms of just visually, it's one of the most like breathtaking games I've ever experienced. I don't think there has been another game that has blown me away visually than Xenoblade. Not just in the sense of like its graphical ability, which it does look really nice, like with textures and models and stuff, but in the sense that like every map in this game is fucking gigantic.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of places when you walk into a map in Xenoblade, if you can see ground, you could probably walk to it. And there's not a lot of video games that I've ever seen do that. Unless it's like a like massive drop off a Titan, then if it's ground, you could probably go to it. And even past that, I mean, like forest is just a giant. You see this huge waterfall, and it's so far away. And you could swim really, really close to the waterfall. You can swim right up to it, and it's just a giant pool of water. Is there anything in the pool of water? Fuck no. It's a pool of water. There's nothing there. But the point is, you can go there. And it's just a lot of stunning things. There's a mountain on this game that has these crystals coming out of the ground, and when it turns into nighttime, they shoot beams of light straight up into the sky. And when you're on top of the mountain, you just see these giant pillars of light go throughout the mountain, and it's just so stunning to see. Um, I I didn't think I would like this game. The first like hour and a half of it, the first like maybe honestly like 3 or 4 streams, I thought combat was okay, but it wasn't something I was gonna. It wasn't anything that was gonna like stop me from finishing it, but it wasn't anything to write home about. And I've just gotten so hooked on every bit of this game, um, and it's all just so good and so creative. The terrain is so creative. Like I mean, like I said, the mountain is a lot of video games do mountains as this gradual like hill going upwards. This is like a genuine mountain. There's a lot of jagged edges, steep drops. I mean, a lot of fast like drop offs and all these like cool stuff. It is a phenomenal game. I love Xenoblade so much. I haven't even finished it, but
Almost.
Yeah,
You're like really, really close.
yeah, it's my number 2 game this year, which maybe because of recency bias, it may not
Most
stick above.
likely.
It probably won't stick above Final Fantasy VII. But I did play Final Fantasy VII back in like March or something, and I've been playing this game since September, I think. So, or October, I think late October actually. So probably recency bias, but that's what I have as my number 2.
I don't have the case with me because I'm letting someone else borrow it. But my number 2 would be Fire Emblem Three Houses. Please focus. Yeah.
Hey.
I played the entirety of Three Houses from start to finish. Every single route, every single DLC, anything that you can do, I've done it in terms of difficulty, uh, maps, and all that. And have I got to say, after my 400 hours in the game, boy, do I love the game so much. The gameplay is so good, the characters are so good, the music's pretty good, but I think the thing I like the most are the characters. The characters are what help keep this just keep this game a lot more interesting. All the characters are so different. Sure, there are some stereotypical ones, and sure, there are some like very bland ones. So, um, Cyril, no, this is one of the characters I could not stand.
So it was
But
awful. Lorenz awful.
I still like Lawrence. Um, there's a lot of characters that people don't like that I actually do really like, and I feel like the game did fairly well. Um, Even with characters I think I've said before, at least to them, like I didn't really like, but in hindsight, they're still pretty good characters in terms of their story and as well as like how they are interpreted with other characters. Not in terms of the. This is probably hard to say. I really like how the characters are implemented with other characters. It
Hmm.
helps bring more life. It helps bring more life because it's like not only do you see just the characters from your point of view, but you see characters and what's happening and what's their dynamic and environment with other people. And I really love seeing other like all the students interact with each other because it's all very different. It can either be a close friend or it's just like something that they find really interesting or they just hate each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then later on it starts getting better in terms of like later on supports. Gameplay, I've played every gameplay, and I will love maddening mode forever because it is actually the mode that actually makes the game a lot more fun and strategic. Um, was it hard? Very hard, but it was incredibly fun, especially since it helped me get like more invested into the gameplay than before because the gameplay before was like mediocre. Um,
Hmm.
but maddening mode helped shine it a lot for me. Uh, really love the music. I just really loved how they did the entire story. Um, with the second half of the game. The first half has always been like all right, but it's really on the second half where things actually get a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
And seeing everyone's dynamic towards the second half will always be my favorite parts. And I
Yeah.
really wish games did this a lot more because it's so interesting what happens so fast.
Yeah.
I
It's really,
I
really.
really do enjoy because just the first part, the characters they can either be the same or different from the second part, and it's really nice seeing development for the characters rather than just standstills.
Yeah.
Just the second half helped bring more life and development into the story and the characters. The second part of Fire Emblem Three Houses will always be super high. Like I will always love it so much, especially the first chapter, um, where people reunite, and it's so nice to see that. Try not to say much about it, but I just
Yeah.
really love those type of chapters. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anymore because spoilers.
All right.
That'll be my second pick.
Awesome.
Yeah, that
Um.
would have been my number 2 if like because I did play that this year. If I wasn't picking only games that came out this year, that would have.
All right. My number 2 is Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I adore this game so much. I love the combat in it. It is so good. It is really satisfying to me. I think that the music is some of the best I've ever heard. I love a specific individual's theme, not the individual on this cover, a specific theme that I didn't think we would hear because during the boss fight it never played it not until the third phase and it kicked in. I was like, oh my god, it's that theme. Um, it has a lot of hints to spoilers in the game in terms of flashback or visions, but it's not obvious that like if you have no knowledge about Final Fantasy VII story, you would never guess it. You would never guess it, but it's enough to make you intrigued and try to figure out what it is. And there's just so many just changes, and it's not called remake for no reason. This isn't a straight remaster. It's like it's built from the ground up, and it's like a reimagining. They change things in the story. Some people argue for worst. I think that it's for the better. I think that it allows them to do a lot more unique things to it, and I think that next game is when we will see the true like we're gonna see some even bigger differences next game, and I'm excited to say that I have no idea how it's gonna end. And I have an idea of where it's going to go based off of the ending, which I will not say. But I'm excited that I don't know where it's going to go for sure. Because even if it goes in the same direction, they can still change some aspects. And I love that. And I'm really, really happy. And I know a lot of people wanted a take for take remake of Final Fantasy VII, but I'm glad that they didn't do that. And I think they did an excellent job giving life to these characters. Like Final Fantasy VII already had a lot of life into it, but obviously the graphics are outdated, and it's just much more immersive now. And I'm not gonna say too much about it. But Brandon, before you say your number one, I think we can all just give our number one because I'm pretty
That's what I was
sure.
gonna ask. I was gonna ask because I'm pretty sure we all know what our number one is, and I feel like we should just pretty much show it at like the count of three or something, because it's fairly obvious what we know
Yeah,
are all of our number ones.
yeah, yeah. All
The
right,
kind of
so
brain you hold up Animal Crossing.
all right, so on three, okay.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yep.
Yup.
Why
Yeah.
do we have
My
various states of the case being opened?
I know. You have the steel case and you have it in the cover, and then there's just a pure disc.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh man.
my version is over where my apartment is. So I just brought the disc for convenience sake. Especially since I'm still playing it with my roommates.
Mm-hmm.
They're still loving the game. Um, we're only on the first palace. Brandon, would you like to give off why this is all of our number one picks?
Okay, let me hit y'all with some facts real quick. Ready? Go ahead, hear this.
Oh god, don't.
This is the greatest game ever made.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Um, I think some people can get close to this. I think there are a lot of arguments that gives you no. This is the peak. This is what it's all downhill from here, boys. Unless Persona 5 2. Free. Sorry, free. Persona 5 free. This is the greatest game ever made. I still think that if this can get nominated for best RPG, it should have been up for best score and best art direction, and then Akechi's voice actor should have been up for best performance and should have taken the entire damn thing. Yeah, the voice acting is absolutely unbelievable. This game, the total amount of playtime that this added on to original Persona 5 for me was more than the total amount of playtime that I spent on Final Fantasy VII Remake. There's so much more content to this game. They handled it perfectly. It blends in amazingly. It's very seamless. And you have to be very careful about spoilers for this. But
Yeah.
I think this game is phenomenal. I think it gave life to certain characters that needed more to them. And I just think, yeah, I think it's combat's still amazing. They made changes to combat, quality of life changes to combat that are phenomenal. Exploration, they added a grappling hook, which is also phenomenal. I thought that was just amazing. I thought they used it really well. and yeah, there's nothing better than that. You can't get better than that. I'm glad I get
boy.
to talk about this after the panic of me trying to figure out if Xenoblade's actually better than Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Well, you can
Yeah.
decide that after you finish the post game
Yeah,
in like March.
Okay.
yeah. If they kill Shulk, I know my answer.
Yeah.
Again,
For me,
Right.
Persona 5 Royal. I played the original Persona 5 like 2 years or now 3 years ago because we're in 2021. And I really enjoyed the game, but I didn't consider it my favorite Persona game after playing Persona 3, and I love Persona 3 a lot more. But after Royal, I will say Persona 5 Royal is definitely my number one Persona game, especially with the new content. The content just adds so much. It, oh boy, I wish I could talk about it, but I will say the extra content that Royal put in is
Mm-hmm.
100% worth it.
Yep.
For me, I played the game once in its entirety, and then I watched like 7, 10 other YouTubers do playthroughs of it the entire way. So I knew Persona 5 fairly well in terms of lines and everything. And when I went to play Persona 5 Royal for the first time, like sure there were the huge changes that we all knew, but there are always those tiny little changes that I noticed that I really loved that they did.
Mm-hmm.
Um, One small little change was they added even more voice clips in the
Yep.
game. I loved that so much.
New
Um,
new panels.
New, of course, like new panels, new portraits of the characters. Everything's so nice.
Yep.
New gameplay mechanics, whether it was big and even tiny little mechanics in the gameplay that I just noticed that I really loved. Like the game was had so much attention to detail that people that only played the game once wouldn't be able to notice. But for me, that I've seen and played it multiple times, I noticed it for sure. And every single time I noticed that one tiny little detail, I wanted to tell everyone. I was like, "Look at this small little detail. It's so cool. I
Yep.
did not expect this at all. I love it so much." Another like here's another one. Not many people even knew about it. I found it out by accident. When you were in the metaverse, in a
Oh.
specific bus, and you touched the PS4 mouse pad, it would do a certain noise, and I was wondering where that was coming from for like a good 2 days until I like touched the touchpad even more, and it was implemented on purpose. It wasn't just some random noise. It was a noise that they implemented that I didn't even expect, but I still really loved just because you did not. I did not expect that. I just really love the attention to detail. I love the new content. I love the new characters. Um, this game makes me sad.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been a while since I played the
Hmm.
original P5. On
Hmm.
the days that you sent the calling card, you know how each day has the pin?
Yes,
On the
the
days that you sent the
tiny.
calling card, uh, in the original, did it show the calling card?
No, it did not.
Okay, I thought that was new, and it was just a nice touch, and it doesn't even change the gameplay, but it just
It's
so nice because
it's
it
just the
shows the love for
tiny
the
little
game.
touches that they do that I
hmm
love so much. Like it was always the tiny little details that I noticed. I was like, because I just expected playing it. I was like thinking, okay, I'm just the beginning part's all going to be the same. It's not until later on where it's new content. No, it would they modified so much new stuff, and I remember thinking, I was like, okay, I'm just going to play through it normally, and I was thinking, wait a minute, this part was never voiced,
hmm
but they're adding a lot more voice lines to this, and I remember the first calling card they sent out, that small little thing, and I was like,
Whoa.
that is completely new. I recorded that. I remember that. I recorded that on my PS4, and I was like, that is completely new. What was that?
It's just
Just
and it's just so nice and so much attention to detail and it's just all great
I
and it's
love the amount of
all
care they gave.
implemented. It's implemented so naturally. It's not like uh Persona 4 Golden where I'm gonna try to avoid spoilers, but there's something new introduced. There's a new character introduced in Golden, and it just feels so unnatural to me in Golden. To me, it just feels so unnatural. But in P5R, the new stuff in P5R just flows so perfectly with the story, and It's just amazing, and
It doesn't even feel out of left field either.
mhm.
Like like they didn't have to modify much of the original story to implement the new content.
But they modified a good bit, and it just goes well.
Yeah.
A lot of what they did shows the love for the game. It wasn't just a quick enhanced edition to get more money out of it. It shows a
Which a lot
lot
of
of it
people still
shows the
think
love for
is.
the game.
A lot of people still think it's just a quick money grab, but it's not.
Yeah. It's
Uh,
really not with the amount of
No,
attention to detail they put into it.
amount of effort in just the story alone is, I mean, it flows seamlessly. Like
mhm.
honestly,
And there's not much I can say that you guys didn't already say. So
Music.
So yeah, so except for that, I was gonna say the music. The music, I adore it. I'm gonna say titles of songs because that's not really spoiler. It's not gonna throw anything away. I believe is an amazing track, and my favorite track of Persona 5 of all time now is the final boss music. I think it's one of the best final boss songs I have ever heard, if not the best in my opinion. It got me so emotional, and I love it. The music is amazing, visuals amazing, story's amazing, everything's amazing. Last thing I'll say about it is it's the only game that has ever made me actually do a video essay on it. No other game
Oh
has made
yeah.
me do that. It's the only game that I've done it, and it means so much to me. And one of the new characters is my favorite character in Persona now, and I just love, love this game so much. And uh, I wish if we were allowed to, or not if we were allowed, if I allowed us to say spoilers, then we could be here for a long time. But
We yeah, that'd
but
take actually a long
that
time
would
for
take a
each one
long
of us to
time.
talk about it.
But
Mhm.
this game just means so much to me now, and just if you don't know much about the game, I highly recommend it. It's one of the best things I've ever laid my eyes on, and just great. I think it's almost perfect to me.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone else have anything they want to say? Maybe any honorable? Anyone want to say any honorable mentions for that would have made their list?
Buck snacks.
Okay.
I forgot what I was originally gonna put. Um, I honestly completely forgot what my
Yeah.
honorable mention was gonna be.
So
Buck snacks is great.
there's a
I
lot
guess
of
I guess honorable mention would be Celeste.
okay.
Like I think yeah, I'm pretty sure this was the year where I played Celeste, and I really love Celeste so much.
Okay.
I don't know why I didn't put it on here. Maybe Origami King could be an honorable mention, but I think it's a bit too late now.
Yeah. All right.
Instead
It's
of
fine.
switching out to Celeste, but
It's
I'll
fine.
say Celeste is an honorable mention.
Okay.
I bought so much stuff from Celeste. I bought the entire soundtrack, and I
I
bought the game twice.
will. I do not have any honorable mentions, but I will mention that I did not play a lot of the games that I did want to play this year, and I think that Ghost of Tsushima could be on here if I would have played it this past year. And I am a little bit into Miles Morales, not fully done with it. I don't even think I'm halfway. Maybe I'm a quarter done with it, but I don't think I'm halfway done with it. Um, because of how much I love Spider-Man, I think Spider-Man could. I think Miles Morales could have uh, beaten Last of Us if I finished it within the year. So I'll give my honorable mentions to those two. Um, don't want to give it to 3D All Stars just because I love the game, but it's a collection. I don't. I mean, well, not just because it's a collection, but it's they weren't changed that much, so I don't want to give it to that, even though I adore it. Animal Crossing was great, but it's not my game of the year. But I will honorably mention World and World, Dom, and Hamlet, my homie, and and that's pretty much it for me. So with that, we've already been here for a little bit over a little bit over 2 hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. This was episode 4. I don't know if I said that in the beginning. I think I might have said episode 5 in the beginning. No, this is
Is it
episode
not
4.
episode 5?
No, it's episode 4. So I might have said episode 5 in the beginning. Next one is going to be episode 5, and the next one should be live. I'm getting a new ISP, so once I get the new ISP, hopefully I can go back to my regular stream time, and hopefully I can do this live again. But yeah.
Yeah.
So before I end it, Ivan, is there anything that you want to plug?
I still don't do anything. I'm just kind of chilling here. Meet me in the Discord. Talk with me.
Awesome. Brandon, is there anything that you want to plug?
Twitch.tv/C7Tube. I'm still playing Xenoblade. I'm gonna be there a while.
You're almost done with it, but then you got that blog. And then what are you going to be doing after Xenoblade?
Persona 4.
And what are you doing after Persona 4 Golden?
Ooh.
Xenoblade 2.
Alright. And of course, you can find me on this channel or on twitch.tv/ItachiCosplays. Currently Miles Morales, and I'm going to start Age of Calamity. Going back to my regular stream time soon. And last thing I want to plug is play Persona 5 Royal. And play all of our other top 5s, because they're all great games. But yeah, this was episode 4. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.
Bye.